losing our comrade last night was definitely a blow. But
I know I missed Larry.
Yeah, that was a shock for all of us.
It's very unfortunate. The person I felt best about got medevaced, which is a bummer. I really loved Larry. But besides that, the camaraderie of him leaving kind of pulled us close, I think.
Larry's good!
Yay!
Yay! Good news. Larry! Tell him you love him! If you don't mind.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that. Kaya loves sending messages to the outside world.
Last night was my first night ever sleeping in the woods.
It was hot in there.
It was. Yeah. We were a little too toasty, which is good.
I didn't expect to be hot.
Yeah.
Like I thought I would freeze.
I know. I came out here and slept for like 2 hours because I was just like sweating.
We stayed mostly dry. I was really happy about that. I would say overall successful night. I got a little bit of sleep in. John's the snorer. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that yet, but that is the Lumberjack of Maine. Like, someone should film that and play the noise. It was snoring unlike I've never heard before.
I'm the snorer of the group, so.
His wife deserves an award because it was tough. It was tough to sleep next to that.
I apologized profusely first thing this morning, but everyone was laughing it off because like, it's not like we were fucking sleeping anyway. So.
I didn't get like any sleep really. We have a snorer named John, very big snorer. Most people weren't bothered by it, but I kind of just stayed up all night like, snoring! I don't know if I could take another night, that honestly.
It's gonna be John because of that snoring, dude. Like, last night I had no reason. Everyone was like, why John? I didn't know why. I had no idea why people were saying John, but now I know. And that's it for me. That's it.
Going forward into this game, day 2, I think that the bubble of fun kind of popped, and now we're kind of ready to speed through this game as it comes to us.
Actually, no, to be perfectly honest, that actually works as like a good like stove.
I think Caitlin and John are the two that are on my radar of like the ones that I could see going next. I think if we think about physical contribution to challenges, when it comes to like agility and speed and that kind of stuff, I think Caitlin's a really good asset there, and maybe John might be a little bit more of a liability.
A conversation that happened last night with Caitlin and me and Stephanie in the woods about trying to not have our friend who is unsure if she deserves to be here keep playing because she's providing a lot to the tribe and she is putting in a lot of effort despite being down on herself. And I think if today she turns that around, I would love for her to not go and maybe somebody like John go.
I feel hopeful or something. I don't know. It's like just so good over there all the time. Like even when I'm trying to vote myself off, they're like shutting that, and then it's just...
I still do not want Kaya to go. I don't think it's the right person to go for this group and for our success today.
We all get along really well and have good conversations, and I feel more comfortable than I thought I would being here because I don't like leaving my house.
But I think she had the night to sleep on it, and today she's been very excited to be here.
And I could be in it to win it too.
I would love to see her keep lighting up. She's done nothing but help us build the shelter. She's been super helpful in challenges. She's been funny and uplifting. And I think that she is a really important person on our tribe, even if she doesn't believe it yet. And I would love to have her find that out today.
Moving forward, I think I trust Matt the most. We've had strategic conversations, we've had personal conversations, we've had so many laughs.
I would probably trust Stephanie and Matt the most as of right now.
I feel like Bear's room.
Matt and Caitlin, we were by the non-fire, and we were all kind of like, I feel good about you, you feel good about me, you know, the classic. I think Matt's saying that to everybody because he's just likable, and I think everybody likes him. So I think he's saying that to everybody, but I trust Matt. So
I really like Stephanie a lot. I think she's really nice, and we had a good couple of connection chats while we were doing different things yesterday. And then I also, with Larry leaving, I do just like, I don't know, I want queers to do well in this game, including myself. And I think her and Caitlin are probably the two right now that I might feel best about.
Yeah, we don't have like anything to eat right now or fire, which is fine. We actually didn't really need fire last night. I think today would be more of an issue just because we're going to be a little bit hungrier later.
We've all been talking a lot about the other tribe too, which is interesting. That we're noticing their dynamics more than we are our own. I think his name is Dan, the one that's like in the jeans, which we're all kind of wondering how that's going to be today. Especially if it really starts to rain, because running around in jeans is not exactly the easiest thing to be doing. What? Who they'll sit out for? I'm intrigued to see how miserable Jeans Boy is.
Oh man, he seems like he has a good attitude though.
Exactly, but if it starts to rain tonight,
That's gotta be brutal. I mean, he's probably got a pair of shorts in his bag, right? You'd assume he's got something else. Jorts.
He's gotta be
I hope they're jorts.
Oh my goodness.
William just cooked all of our rice. We had half the rice last night and we finished it off this morning, so now we have no rice, so like they're under the impression that we're just gonna get more today.
I genuinely love making fire. I genuinely love cooking, and I like doing what I'm good at and helping my team when I can. Part of me likes being a busybody and likes being like the provider of the tribe, only because I like being a host, you know. But the other part of me sees the advantages of it and is kind of amplifying it, you know. Really early on, that's the only time things of like providing for your tribe is really gonna matter. So might as well harvest that goodwill while I can, just for any little advantage.
Our group ate all of our rice. Maybe not the best decision, but we'll see how that pans out. We have some heavy snores. There are some very strong snores. It was really cute. Jess and Mike were like right next to each other, and they were like doing a little snoring echo. We even got like a cartoon snore whistle. So like I've never heard anyone actually do that, so that was exciting. Some of us got sleep, some of us got more sleep, some of us didn't get any sleep. I'm doing okay. I'm definitely not a morning person, but I'm making do. Should we go into a sun salutation? Sure. So you breathe in and lift your arms to the sky. And then breathe out all the way down. And then breathe in, raise halfway up.
I feel good because a few different people asked to work with me, so like that feels good. But I am really interested in having like a female alliance on our team. There's Trisha and Sam and Jessica. I feel like I really would like to work with them. All three of them are extremely smart and they have totally different skill sets.
I have spoken with Delaney. I feel very good about her. I think that we can have a strong alliance and bring information to each other. I'm hoping that works out. I already had good feelings about her before we had started talking, and she approached me, so I feel really good about that. And we brought in Trisha.
I mean, I'm hoping that it's not gonna rain, but if it does, then whatever. Yeah. It'll show our true mettle.
Badge of honor.
Yeah.
Weekend.
What about you?
Yeah, we're feeling good about each other.
Jess and Delaney came up and were like, we're feeling good about each other. And I was like, about you two? like a donut, like, of course they're not gonna be like, we feel good about each other and like, F you.
Imagine we're like, yeah, we're great.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
You nuts of it. No, we like, I don't know. I told her I thought I was like, I really want to live in trash, but yeah.
I was trying to like, well, I haven't tried to, I mean, I feel like always with somebody or always with,
it's
with somebody.
It's been hard. It's been really hard to like get a second and like eye contact can only go so far. And you're like, I'm just being creepy.
Is she staring at me or do I have something? Is there a tick on my face?
But we were also saying,
I don't know why I'm like,
it's pretty like tricky to do female alliances.
Oh yeah.
Too. So like that's, but I don't know. But
What a feat if we pulled it off.
Imagine.
But I feel like
What about Sam?
yeah. Sam's really nice. Like she's very like genial. I think is the I don't know like gregarious. But I also know that she's here because Liza asked her to be. Like she's very open with that with her friends. She worked on it. She's worked on like the last season, and so it's like she was forced here. So it's like, how invested is she really in it?
I don't know. I've told everybody that, like, I don't care if I'm the first one voted out because didn't really want to play. But I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm committing. I'm not just, like, half-assing it. I'm not going to tell them that I want to be the first voted out. Just let it ride, and if I am, then that's fine.
I really like Sam. I think Sam and I have bonded really well because we keep wanting to do the same tasks and challenges. So I think we just have like similar strengths, and so I think that might be very beneficial for us. On the flip side, if we lose tribal and have to go to tribal council as a tribe, she's potentially somebody that I kind of want out, just simply because then my strength becomes more important. There's not two of us that can do puzzles. There's not two of us, you know, that are trying to do the same things. So I like her. I really want to work with her, but I do see that kind of conflict in my head right now.
One person who I'm a little wary of is maybe Sam. I'm pretty sure that Sam has played these before, has played in the LRG world. I'm not positive, but I feel like I was like kind of quick scrolling on YouTube of all the different LRGs out there, and seeing who was in, like, trying to get just kind of like faces. Like I think Justin on the other tribe, I think I've seen his face. You know, just watching like the first couple episodes of a few seasons just to see. So anyone that has experience, like I've played in one before. I've played in one game, the number one, not played N1. So I don't feel like super experienced and confident. But I get the sense that Sam's played in like more than just one before this. So I'm a little wary of that, but I might also use that as an asset to something. Hey, tell me, like, what should we be doing?
I was just saying I really like Andy. Oh yeah. And I don't know. Everybody's. I know. That's why it's tricky.
And then Delaney also brought up loyalty. Like the kind of game she wants to play is, you know, loyalty.
I don't want to have, what do you say? Your hands and all the, I don't know, what's that saying?
Not having too many eggs in a basket. And what? Too many baskets. Too many eggs.
Eggs in different baskets and all the I want to have my eggs in multiple different baskets.
The metaphor was mixed.
We were just saying I was like, two for sure people. I just like you guys for sure people.
Yeah.
But
That's just fun. It's like telling someone you like them, you're like, so it's just, you do that with what you really
That's how I felt. I was like, when I was like trying to, if I wanted to talk to someone, I feel like I tried to say something to you. I was like, how are you feeling? And it was just like nothing happened. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. It's such a hard time to feel out those opportunities. Yeah.
And it's just like, what do you say?
Right. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like,
what's up?
Do you also like me? Do you get
mutual? Or am I just like talking out? So yeah, and then so like I had to go to the bathroom, so it's me, Dan, and Will walking, and then Dan and I go to the porta potties, and then I go, and it's just me and Will, and then we start talking, and then he said that him and Delaney talked, and that Delaney mentioned my name, and I was like, cool. So now it's like there's too many things going on. Like
you and Delaney
I'll fill
like
you.
really like grounded, just the kind of like people that I want to work with, and haven't got to talk to him yet, so I really can't say much other than what I've observed. But I am curious on Andy.
I talked to him.
Yeah, what's your take?
I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any suspicions for me? I know he's got the freaking idols.
I know
he
does.
But I mean, I don't know. I'd rather be in love with the person who has not.
I mean, yeah.
And so that would be 5 already, and he has the idol. But of course, I don't know if there's going to be some sort of like blind side if we, next time, and like they'll try to flush it. Who knows?
There we go. I can suddenly touch my toes.
Yeah.
Like an hour ago, I couldn't even come close.
it was that stretch earlier.
Yeah.
I think the sort of easiest person to target is probably William. I think as far as like the social dynamics, he doesn't seem to be fitting in quite as well as everyone else. Not in any like really like overt way. It's more like he just seems a little more like offbeat than everyone. He sort of seems to have like a different approach than everybody.
Oh, personally, I would love to get out Dan. He's so squirrely, and he's kind of like ruined a couple one-on-one opportunities with me because he just loves jumping into any small group that he sees. Like, you guys are going off alone? Nope, I'm coming too. And just like, yeah, he just kind of really just headsbutts in there.
Have you noticed that he's like, any opportunity he gets, he like headbutts into any small groupings and always gets up to have a chance to talk one-on-one with everyone?
I have not noticed that.
I'm open to being wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just throwing out helpful information for you. I don't have any judgment on that take, other than he seems a bit squirrely.
There he is again. Dan just walking with Mike,
Like, I don't want to be the one guy pulling people away to like be like, hey, let's go talk. So I'm basically just trying to like, if somebody's getting firewood, I'll go with them, or like if somebody's going to the bathroom, I'll go with them.
I've been keeping tabs on this. Like, apparently people haven't been, but like I'm gonna call him Squirrely Dan, because like Dan just literally like he just keeps going off any chance he gets.
William kind of pulled me aside and talked to me about his feelings about Dan, which I thought was really interesting, because Dan and I, while we were walking to the bathroom, were talking about how similar we were. We were kind of taking like the middle ground. Like, we were not being like super strong or super out there, but we also weren't taking back seats. So we talked about that, but then I met up with William, and William called Dan out as being like super sketchy and like was talking to a lot of people, which I think about William.
Have you had a chance to talk to Jess yet?
No.
Jess!
I know 2 people in my tribe, Mike and Will, both from Justin's Pandora.
I like you guys a lot, obviously. I've talked with you guys a lot in the past. You guys are both wonderful. I both know how much you love the game. Both know how much I love the game. I have no interest to get you out, at least till merge, because I want us to have a good time.
Right.
I don't want to, like, if I'm being honest, I don't want to just say, like, here's Pandora 3 and let's go to the end.
Right. Yeah,
boring as crap. Right. So, like, I want to work with you guys, but I'm not making any guarantees until we get closer to the game about what's happening at the end game.
Right.
But for now, I tell you right now, I want to see all of us make it to the merge so we can all have a freaking badass time and all at least be on the jury together. So.
Right. That'll be amazing. They both play their games, I feel, really differently than I do. Mike tends to chat with everybody and get all these little tidbits, and he makes everyone feel like they're his number one. And Will kind of does a similar thing, but isn't as loyal. Will cut you off as soon as he needs to. And he tends to feel like he's running things, I feel like. So I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not going to hope for it.
Yeah, it's a guy. I can't see it. Wait a second. Yeah.
All right, Azeban, getting your first look at the new Miko tribe. Larry removed himself from the game.
Oh.
For medical reasons.
Jeez.
Azeban, what are your thoughts on the new Miko tribe?
It's never good to see somebody removing themselves for medical reasons.
Yeah, so we hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move on with what we have, and we're gonna head into our next challenge. So first, Azeban, I need immunity back, which I remembered all by myself this time. Thank you. And then our new challenge is for immunity and reward. And the reward this morning is going to be... So the winning tribe will get immunity, so they won't have to go to tribal council, and you'll also get to enjoy coffee while the other tribe is at tribal council. Our challenge this morning is over here. So we have the sleds. One person will run down and untie and untangle the sleds, and then turn the sled around, and then come back to their tribe. The next person is going to go out, get a puzzle piece, sit in the sled, and then your team's gonna pull that one person with the puzzle piece back over the line of cones. And then the next person takes the sled, brings it back, grabs a puzzle piece, sits in the sled, and gets pulled back. We'll do that with 3 tribe members. So 3 people are going in the sleds to get puzzle pieces, and then once all the puzzle pieces are back across the line, you'll have 2 puzzle solvers. First tribe to correctly solve their puzzle wins immunity and a coffee reward. All right, I'll give you a few minutes to strategize. Survivors ready? Go! Andy and Justin working on untying and unspooling the rope for their tribes. Andy's got his knots undone, and now he's working on unspooling.
Got it!
Woo! Andy's almost finished. You got it. And then Andy can turn the sled around and bring the rope to his tribe.
You got it.
Good job, Justin.
Will's going out to get the first puzzle piece. Matt and Will being pulled back for their tribe. Caitlin and Jessica out for their tribes. Stephanie and Dan out for their tribes. Go.
One final piece. Go.
Good job, guys.
Ryan and Trisha out for the last puzzle piece.
Get in.
You got it.
Go.
All right, both tribes are all set to have their puzzle makers start.
Flip it, same one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No? Maybe?
Lee almost hit Mike in the head with a fish. You guys are doing great.
Other side. No.
His side. Yes.
Check.
Miko!
Yeah!
Sorry, guys. All right, Miko, come get your immunity. And then, Miko, we're going to send you to a day camp, we call it here at Surviving Maine, to enjoy your coffee, and I will see Azeban at Tribal. The token in your bag is shot in the dark. Okay. So you can play your shot in the dark, you lose your vote, but you get a 1 in however many people are left in the game chance of being safe.
When do we get Flint? I appreciate the coffee though.
Love
a fire.
I'll consult.
Okay.
I thought we all did pretty well. I think John absolutely crushed the puzzle. That was certainly the difference maker for us. He just destroyed it. So keeping that in the back of my head, when we get down to individual challenges and puzzles, he's now dominated 2 puzzles pretty single-handedly.
I was like, okay, I've seen this puzzle before. I've never done it, attempted it, but I know the strategy behind this puzzle. I feel great about it. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't put a target on me down the road, but for right now, while we're still in these tribe stages, it makes me feel like they'll need my help to not have to go to tribal.
I'm gonna go last because I'm not a big coffee person, so I want to make sure the coffee drink
You guys
is good.
who want coffee should get it, and
Yeah,
I'll
get
just
it first.
try it
I'll have some. But.
Can I go first?
Anybody else want to hold this duty?
Oh yes, y'all gotta take a turn. It was awesome. We worked together as a team. We started right from the get-go, Justin doing the knots, then pulling the sled.
I had to run with the sled and then grab a piece of puzzle, jump in the sled, and then take like a fantastic fun ride while everyone pulled me. I don't know, I think I did good. I can sit in sleds pretty well.
We were a little bit ahead, and the puzzle came together very quickly, and we ended up winning immunity. So we ended up getting coffee, which I don't normally drink, but today I am.
Should we cheers to Larry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Our tribe right now after that win was pretty hyped. We all had a cheers for Larry.
To Larry? To Larry.
To Larry! Miss you!
Good win, y'all. Good win.
Yeah, great win. Really to us.
I mean, this was definitely huge dedication to Larry today.
Oh,
Mine is just precious.
Oh, that's good with the chocolate.
They definitely
That's a spot and then
gave us
something.
I'm feeling literally fantastic, overly caffeinated. I had like 3.5 cups of coffee. Like, I'm amazing right now. All of us are now wide awake, caffeinated, like, especially like on an empty stomach. I'm sure like even just like boosts you up even more. So people are ecstatic over there.
I'm so energized after winning this challenge. We got coffee, so the first thing I said when I woke up, I was like, if we win anything, I want it to be coffee. I got it. I'm a huge coffee drinker, and this is such a good reward. We're gonna be buzzing on that caffeine. We had no rice, no fire, and we're just running on fumes right now.
Everyone's in good spirits. I think even Kaya, who's kind of been maybe a little bit ready to go, might have a little bit extra energy and extra desire to stay in. And, I think there's good and bad for that. If she's excited about staying, that means we do have to make a different, tough decision, right? So we want to keep you here as long as we can.
I'll fight for you guys too.
Thank you.
Love that. Let's keep winning.
Yeah, no throwing challenges.
I won't throw any.
I'll buy you a pack of cigarettes at the end.
No, listen, I bought 3 packs of cigarettes for this weekend, and I had to leave fucking all of them in my car.
You're gonna smoke all of them at once.
Yeah, I am.
You're just gonna hold them like this.
When we walk back to our cars on Monday, you're gonna see me put 5 in my mouth and just light all of them. If I can do this, like, as kind of well as I have for the past day and 1 challenge ago, I could be okay at this type of stuff, right? I just listed off all the food that I would want next. I want French fries next. Or like a coffee cake muffin from Dunkin' Donuts. A Starbucks coffee. Oh. Junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's. Bo. What else? A cigarette. Okay.
Where did cigarettes come into play?
Cigarettes was last. I said that last. No, I'm feeling pretty good though. Like, I'm not as bitchy as I thought I'd be.
As of now, me, Matt, Justin, and Mary Ellen are solid 4. We just locked it in. I mean, I don't know, because I'm not a gay man, but I feel like if you make a move that's not intentioned.
I've asked someone out that was just like very aggressive afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I like totally misread that situation, and now I'm scared.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's
There's
scary.
a lot of like ADD in the gay world where it's like people are just like looking for the next shiny thing. So it's hard to like I don't know, meet people or in a way that's like feels genuine and like
Yeah.
and everyone I think also on the male side is like expecting physical stuff from minute one, right? And so like kind of tarnishes a lot of any actual
potential.
connection.
Yeah.
Actually, I started dating someone right at the beginning of the pandemic, and we only Zoomed. That's how we got to know each other.
Stop. Was it awesome?
This
actually?
is kind of awesome.
Yes.
That sounds so fun. There's no ability to be physical, so like we have to get to know each other.
Yeah.
For
And then you'll be so excited.
But then, no, this is the bad part.
I hate gay men.
Then we met each other, and we're like, now we feel like friends because we haven't had that like physical chemistry.
Okay.
Because some of that physical energy in the beginning is good. Like there's actually positives to that. So it was such a weird turn of events. Like we met, we're like, we really enjoy each other.
Yeah.
But we've had 3 months of like no physical contact.
different
Now it's kind of like
languages.
friend zone.
That's
Oh, wow.
14 miles.
That's only something you would learn in a pandemic.
Right?
Unless you're in like the online gamer world. I feel like that's like the only other way.
So true. This first vote's going to be really telling for us, kind of some of the dynamics on that side, potentially. So interested to see who gets voted out. We were saying it's going to be really telling to see like who gets on that side.
Yes. So walking away.
Do you have any preferences?
What if it's Mike though?
Mouthy Mike.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if they get like that, they can be voted out.
Yeah.
True. That's a good point.
It's going to be depend on the group dynamic. If they would prefer like more kind of calmness and peace of camp, or if they want challenge strength, right?
Does anyone need to be medically evacuated?
If we want to do it fairly, there's 8 of us. We can all split off in pairs and like take pairs.
So like across
Everybody take the person to your right.
Person to
So you're right, right?
You're the
Oh, well.
Oh shit. Yeah, that didn't really work. But
Okay.
I feel like this.
Here we go.
That works.
Okay, great.
The only thing when we were talking about how it's really hard in our tribe because we all get along, and I was really trying to pinpoint one thing that would make it easier, and I hate saying this, but the only thing that would make Sam an easier one is that yesterday when I met her, she was like, she just needed someone, and so I came on board and whatever, but I don't know what else to go off of.
Yeah. Alright, I feel like that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Who do we feel comfortable approaching with that?
I feel like if I talk to Jessica, if we both at some point talk to Jessica and Trish. Cool.
I'm feeling good about my connections. I feel like Andy, Delaney, and Trisha and I have a good bond.
I think so. Okay, that's what we said as well. I feel really good. So you made Trish. Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my first conversation was with William, and it was a little awkward, a little cagey from the both of us.
So I'm trying to think like maybe we should be focused on winning challenges.
I could see that. I was sort of trying to like ask him like what his thoughts were, and he was giving me nothing. So I was just kind of keeping on asking more probing questions until he like narrowed it down to like a couple people.
And so I come at a very like neutral standpoint, like, okay, let's do challenge strength, kind of almost setting up an opportunity for him to throw out Sam, which I feel like is the obvious vote here. Sam, Trish, and that's just it?
Sam, Trish, and
Jess. Yeah. Okay, I knew I was missing one.
Okay. I was throwing out Trish's name. So out of those 3, I think the one I've had like the least sort of toxic connection to is probably Trisha.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd probably be who I'd be leaning with.
But we end up on Trisha somehow. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And so like, I don't know how I feel about that, but I just, of course, like agree.
And then I immediately, like my next conversation was with Trisha. Honestly, for me, like the person, like probably socially, like everything that has not been like gelling as well, like it's probably maybe I don't know if you agree with that. That's just kind of my read on the group as a whole.
I don't know. I mean,
I was just talking to him one day. Like he got sort of settled on like you as a name. So
What is his reason?
It was like a mixture of like oh, we gotta keep the tribe strong, like we want like strength around, which also like
that doesn't even make sense.
I know.
had our one-on-one dance, and then Will said to vote me out. They landed on 2 people, and Will said me. And then Will said that Dan said me. So, and then now I'm kind of concerned, like, am I getting blindsided right now?
I was talking over him with me. He was probably blowing smoke up my ass, but he was pushing Trish's name. He just told me that you were pushing Trish's name. I didn't think so.
Because Mike is also has the idea to put out Sam for like a variety of reasons I didn't fully understand.
I think Sam needs to be the one that we take out. I just feel like she didn't just like tell us everything. No, she's like super close. She is like basically part of production anyway.
So I don't know. I might have to like reconnect with a few people, see which plan will be like the sort of one that we end up going with. I might have to sort of back down from pushing William, because at the end of the day, like I think I have enough like bonds here that I will at least not be first boot from the tribe.
So yeah, I don't know why, like I left the door open. I started off on like challenge strength and he throws out Trish, and that's why I'm just so confused.
Yeah, I'm definitely not writing her name down.
No.
There's no way.
Exactly.
There's no way I'm not writing your name down. There's no way. I think I'd like sticking with Sam because it's solid.
I'm feeling super left out right now.
I don't know why I'm crying. Stupid. So I obviously just sat out at that challenge. Not my fucking choice. It was kind of, there was one person in particular that was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, you're gonna do that, 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 and like left me out of everything. So like it was assumed, yeah, you're gonna be the one sitting out. And then so I sat out, and now I'm like not tribal, and I'm just really nervous. And I know I said coming into this that I didn't care if I was the person voted out, but now I'm like fucking invested, and I just feel stupid. And I'm just mad that I'm emotional.
Just think that if we're going by challenge, Sam has less than Dan.
Good choice. What do you think?
I'm sorry. I'm just like stupid emotional right now, and I don't, it's like for no reason.
Hello.
I'm just really emotional because I don't know, I just sat out at the challenge and now we're going to tribal, and I don't know, I just feel like it's me, but that's just because
You sitting out of the challenge is not a part of it.
It's not a factor. It's not a factor.
So sorry, I'm just
That's fine.
No,
You're
it's
fine.
just your
You're fine. Feel your feels.
Yeah.
I'm feeling your feels.
Who do you want to talk to right now before we split up again? Who do you want to talk to?
I don't care, I'll talk to anyone. I've only talked to Mike so far, so I don't care. Oh. Sure.
Dan threw out Trish's name.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make that a reason to get out Dan, because on the lines of challenge strength, I think Dan has offered the least.
Yeah.
I've been vouching you, saying that, hey, you know your stuff, you've been giving us helpful hints, you'd be great around camp. I think that Dan's less of an asset than you. So I want to keep in Sam. I have a special connection with her, and I think legitimately she has more to offer than Dan. She just does.
The points that you brought up about Dan's like challenge abilities and like strengths and like his wishy-washiness with like, well, if you need me, you can tell me what you need from me.
And if we save Sam here,
yeah,
she's gonna like us. What do we gain from saving Dan here? He's just gonna be like oh yeah,
I
he's falling
think,
in line.
I think there's like a loyalty thing with Sam if we do that.
Yeah, okay. First and foremost.
I just more frustrated that I got emotional.
Yeah.
And then I was crying because I was frustrated.
Oh, no, I will
Snowball.
be too. I will
Snowball.
be too. Yeah.
So recently, when I was doing dancing, so I think I'm just not loving the flopping that's happening with him saying Will, and then saying that Will said Trish's name, and then Will saying that it was Dan that said Trish's name. So I don't know. But what did he say to you? Will told me that Dan said Trish. Okay. I haven't spoken to Dan yet. He's him and Andy are the last two that I need to speak to. Okay. But I mean, even with my first conversation with Mike, it was kind of related towards Dan too.
Okay.
Dan has kind of proved a couple things. Yeah. And that's, he's saying he wants shout strength, right?
Yeah.
How does voting me out make any sense under any stretch? It doesn't make sense. We all want to work with Trish. Trish has a lot to offer. Yep. Why did he throw her name? Yep. None of it makes any sense. Yeah. Sam actually has
my approach. I don't want to.
Sam actually has stuff to offer because she's in production, and at the very least, she can make a good meat shield, and she's going to be loyal to us. Like, she's going to thank us for this. What is Dan going to do after this? Nothing. Nothing's going to change. He's going to continue to pull shenanigans.
Yeah.
It does seem like Sam's name and Dan's name are being thrown around. She has the knowledge of the game. I know she did production last year. Dan, it seems like people don't believe that he has much to contribute. So it seems like it can go either way right now.
I think one of us will be 6 together. Yes. Yes. I want to keep it. Yeah. All right. Well, now I'm kind of concerned.
I think so.
What's up with Will and Dan, and who's the one to be actually trusted? It's hard because like Will is he's so well spoken, and he's like really like he's well spoken, like he's very confident what he's saying, whereas Dan is a little bit more hesitant, and so like generally I would feel like a more hesitant person is going to be the one that's a little bit shiftier and like maybe not telling the truth, and I'm kind of leaning that direction, that Dan's the one that's maybe being a little untruthful, less truthful.
I think Dan has the least to offer personally. Sam has lots of knowledge. She was just telling us about the next challenge, and she's been good at camp. Dan, like, no offense, he likes to play, but as far as like us all getting to the merge, which could happen, we could have a no swap scenario. It takes like 3 tribal councils to get to merge at this point. We should focus on challenge strength and getting us all there collectively. So that's my take.
Will is pushing your name. Okay. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. But he's pushing your name, and I'm very weirded out by it. So. What was I don't like the Dan thing because my issue with that is that I feel like there's just dissonance between what's being said, that it's all coming from one person.
Right now, it's a slightly confusing vote. I'm not 100% sure who's going home.
If I'm blindsided, I'm just gonna be like, you guys, they did a good job.
So if I didn't kind of took on the wire, I still feel good with Dan. Yeah. That's
Dan.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Okay. How are you feeling? All right, guys. It's time.
Okay.
Grab all your stuff.
All right.
Come on in.
All right, does anybody want to start with anything?
This sucks. I don't like it.
So nobody's really feeling this?
No.
No.
We had a great time last night.
Yeah.
Was there any strategizing last night that kind of helped you be ready for today?
Unfortunately, no. We all kind of clumped together in the camp for most of the night, and it wasn't really, I don't think it was on any of our minds. It wasn't on our mind.
So, Mike, then, how are you deciding the vote today?
I think it's just based on keeping the tribe strong. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but I think that with the cohesiveness and with kind of the challenge performances, like all of us have done so well. Like it's not like anybody stands out as like a weak member. So I think it really does come down to just like who is going to keep our tribe together and strongest the furthest.
Trisha, has there been any talk about the shot in the dark?
Not that I know of.
Has anybody else talked or thought about the shot in the dark and how that might affect this vote?
Introduced Celeste and we were already kind of like getting our wheels turning, right? And then we learned about it. Well, it's not really a factor for this tribal council, like at all.
Dan, how do you pick who you trust in this game? How do you make that decision?
A lot of it comes down to first impressions. It's really like you sort of feel everybody out on that first day, and then from there you sort of figure out like, okay, who gives me like the best sort of vibes, who seems like, you know, a little more stable, like, you know, who do I think is probably going to be like the most solid in the game.
What about for you, Andy? How do you choose who you trust?
Yeah, trust is earned, right? And this is the place you earn it. I think we're all just feeling out the game at this early stage, and I think trust will become a more important factor a little later on.
Is there anybody that feels like they might be on the block tonight?
I do. Everyone. Yeah, I do for sure. I mean, my name was told to me. And so, of course, it never feels good. I feel like I've been pulling my weight in the challenges. I feel like maybe I'm not the biggest survivor fan. I have to demonstrate that. We've all enjoyed it. So, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's tough.
So how does hearing your name change what's happening at Tribal tonight? How does that influence your decision?
It doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard my name before too. And I just hope that, you know, what I've done, especially my actions, can speak, you know, loud enough for themselves. You know, worked my ass off for this tribe. I love this tribe. And, you know, it's kind of sad to hear my name, you know, come out so early, but it's just part of the game. So I'm just going to have to trust the people that I trust in. Everything's going to be okay.
What about you, Sam? You also raised your hand.
Yeah, as we all know, I had a little moment there after the results where I kind of broke down. It was just a little emotional. Like, I just instantly felt that it was going, like, I was on the chopping block because I was the one who sat out at the challenge. And, you know, like, people say that that's not the case. However, it's always in the back of your mind. So, like, a comment was made already, like, you're gonna find out tonight who you can trust and who said what to you, and go forward, believe in that or not.
All right. That's all I have. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about while you have the chance? Because after this, we're gonna vote. So if there's anything you want to talk about, get off your chest. This is your opportunity. All right, then it's time to vote. Trisha, you're up first.
I really didn't expect this first vote to be this hard.
So I think I know what the majority is doing, but the shot in the dark adds a twist. Do I want to throw a hinky vote out there and make it safer?
I pushed really hard for Dan because Dan immediately showed himself that he wanted to do some sketchy stuff that everyone's down for, and was lying about stuff and threw me out of the bus.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. Before we read the vote, would anybody like to play an idle or an advantage?
I'd be stupid not to play the shot in the dark when my name's out there.
Do you want to open it? Not safe. So any votes cast for will still count. First vote, Sam. Dan. That's 1 vote Sam, 1 vote Dan. Sam. That's 2 votes Sam, 1 vote Dan. Sam. That's 3 votes Sam, 1 vote Dan. And the second person leaving, surviving Maine, is Sam. You can grab your stuff. All right, Sam. The tribe has spoken. All right, you all can grab your stuff and head out, and I will see you at the next challenge.
It's just like whatever. I don't know the reasoning behind it. It's just every single one of them straight up lied to my face. So I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. So whatever.
I don't feel good about this, but hopefully it pans out the way I think it will.
Sorry, Sam. You just talked a lot about your experience on production, how close you were, and I think that just got kind of caught up in why people wanted to vote for you over other people. And I just can't not stick with majority on the first vote.
So, Sam, this is a vote of trust to the people that I've given my word to. People seem to be a little scared of how much you know about the game, and honestly, as long as it isn't me.
Doesn't feel good. But I think it's what the majority is going with, and I guess gotta stay with the numbers for now.
So I want to vote Dan here, but I don't feel confident that I was able to swing it. So it looks like it's gonna be Sam. But I can't vote for Sam because she deserves to be here, and I can't in good conscience vote for her. And heck, my main's been thrown out there, so why not? Sam, I hope you stay in the game somehow. I don't know, you deserve better than this.